Alright, today's video is ops knowledge. What we're doing today is learning. Wait, hold up. Learning. Not everyone, of course, but I'm just going to go through a few things about, like, sledge. What is a counter to sledge? Basically, every defender has this. It's called a reinforced wall. That's something you can use to counter. Oh, shit. Whoopsies. What's theirs? Sledge. That. Or Jaeger or Walmart for his gadget. Oh, the second gadget, I guess you could say. Stuff like that. Everyone has a counter and everyone has a way to get around a counter, I guess you can say. Like, let's think about it like, what's his face? What's his face? I don't know. Someone. Yeah, someone, sure, someone. I was thinking about. Oh, okay. I got it. Using sledge. Boom. My show cam's gone. You can either throw the grenade or you can use a sledgehammer. Either way works. The evil eye, I meant to say. Alright, so that's more tactical things about playing the game. Now, what I'm going to go do is go through the top tier players, operators, the first year players and operators. I mean, these are things I know, okay? Like Thatcher. The way to get rid of a Thatcher is basically having a ADS or the what is this called? Magnet system. Yeah, that thing. Bring it to another side, or they'll destroy it. Now, thing about it, he had his that nerf he had recently was kind of bullshit, if you ask me. But at the same time, it's whatever. Now, Ash. The thing about Ash is she really don't have one. Other than reinforcing a wall. Because this bitch has no hitbox. You will get clapped if this is a good Ash. Now let me run down the class setup you might want to use with her. Is the R4C and which one is it? The M45 whatever word that one. But me, I use this one not because it's black ice or anything. But, you do you. Use flash because you already have a grenade launcher, basically, and it shoots, yeah. So, it's Ash for you right there. Next one we got is Thermite. His counter is a fucking reinforced wall as well. God damn, all three motherfuckers. Okay, well, I see where the thing is. I see what the thing is. Okay, we're gonna move on. But as well, it's gonna be Cade, Mute, Bandit, any other motherfucker that can mute. Yeah, mute. I'm glad I thought about that. I don't just want to run over that. But the thing is, if the wall gets electrified, it's going to destroy his thermic charge. But if it's like mute, it's just going to jam it. He can pick it back up. Twitch, Mozzie. Really, that's Mozzie and mute, of course, but that kind of goes hand in hand for any drone. But for her sake, it would be Mozzie because then Mozzie can turn that drone into a destroying machine against the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, Mozzie could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go. He's gonna go fuck up the other Twitch's drone. He's gonna go fuck up the thermite wall. He's gonna hit one of these pellets. He's gonna zap the phones. He's gonna shoot her in her headphones and like cause her ear sockets to bleed out and make her go deaf. It's gonna cause his clusters to blow up in his butt, and then her glasses is just gonna shatter. Yeah, Montang C4, anything explosive, anything like that, it's gonna cause conflict. If you ask me, that's what's going to cause conflict for me. Like, think about it. Right now, I have my AirPod case and then my old phone in front of me, which is the 6S Plus. And then, it's big compared to this smaller case. Montang's the phone. I am a I'm Cav. I'm Cav. Now, I've known Montag's been hit multiple times. And so what I'm gonna do is throw an impact right above his head. Boom! Boom. Goes the dynamite. And then you get a funny reaction as well if you hit it right, because Montag's body's gonna fly through the shield and land on top of you. That's great. I love it. I really should do this in what's it called? Whatever. I ain't going on in that detail. You just listen. Just listen to me, and you'll understand. Glass. There's no real counter to the glass other than the fact that if you're up close to him or you're like fucking with him like that, because Glass, if you, he's basically like Callie, but the thing with Glass is the fact that he's not. He has night vision, and it's not as far range, nor is it gonna deal that much damage. You can do like maybe 2 to 3 shots depending on where you hit him. It should take 2 to maximum 4. If you're hitting a big boy like Rook, probably 4. But I'm just pushing it. I doubt it. And the thing is, he has night vision, but that's like motion. It's just like fuck boy on the other team. All right, then you got Fuse. Fuse's counter is gonna be reinforcements. Really, that's it. There's other that, and then also a map. Honestly, that's what his biggest flaw is the fucking map. If you are playing Fuse on accident and you're like, it's a map and an objective. Let's say you're playing on okay, you're playing on Chalet, not Chalet, fuck, Cafe, and then you're playing up in Bar. What in the fuck are you gonna fuse other than the fucking windows? And like basically, no one really camps windows, and right when you hear the pellet, you're gonna fucking dip. But thing is, if you're playing like up above, it's gonna bounce down and gonna like fly across the room. You know what I mean? And if they have a Jaeger, just you're basically getting rid of Jaeger. And there was a, I forget, did he get 4? I haven't tested that out yet. Supposedly he was supposed to get 4 charges. And as well, there's another thing that was going on that he was going to be getting, or no, those talk about Fuse, which is utterly ridiculous. Getting the ability to use all 4 of his cluster charges at once, basically. Place them down in the corner of the rooms, and then boom. Basically a big old party. Okay, and that's the thing about him is I think with one I think he has 8 pellets. Let me see if I can see. Uh, I don't know how many. I wish you tell me how many. Whatever. It don't tell me. Okay, so there's that. Doesn't have many pellets. Okay, Blitz. Now, this isn't like any shield up. This is the shield up. The rushing tactical shield up. Let's go look at this real quick. See this fine dime right here? Yeah, this thing. See those bulletproof glass thing right there on the front somehow? Flashes you. Causes you to go utterly blind. You see that trigger mechanism right there? Yeah, that's how he does it. He'll flash the fuck out of you. And then bash you in your head. Like this. And then you have this pistol, the P12. It seems to be locked on. Oh, that's fine. I was about to say, it's like, seems to be locked on just a barrel. This fucker means business. And he will destroy anyone with this neon helmet to get there. Last but not least, for the attacking team at least, is IQ. And her thing is distance, I would say. Yeah, really, that's it. I mean, you would think a mute jammer would mute it up, like, block the signal for you. But normally, I personally have never really encountered that problem, because whenever I play IQ, my first thing is to fucking get that. You know what I mean? Like, just go get everything you need. I fucking dropped some flavored water on my fucking laptop. I would have been fucking mad. Anyway, that's her thing. She will do that. She will get rid of every electronic device in the building as possible, as well as, what's his face? Fuse. It would be map and bomb location or whatever objective you're playing. For the fact that if you cannot get an angle on the device, her device is useless. The detector, locator, electronics detector, whatever you do. I think they need to change it. That sounds boring as fuck. It sounds long as fuck too. Anyway, I think it's just stupid. If you cannot get it, then it's stupid. I really didn't mean it like that, but like what I'm trying to say is the fact that she is useless if you cannot, not her herself, but the gadget is useless if you cannot get a way to get to the devices, which only way to do that is one, A, see it, two, drone it out, three, you use her and then you you shoot it, or like you randomly shooting it, or blowing it up, or like Twitch, but I'm talking about her herself. All right, so next we're going to do defenders. Start out with smoke. Smoke, um, not really much of a counter to smoke, other than the fact that he's limited. I guess it's if you're playing smoke, you're going to be targeted because your gas grenades are very vital for these reasons. Okay, let's say it's a 1v1, you're defending your smoke, someone else has to plant. The only thing they can do is hope you miss a smoke and you're not smoking them out. Basically, because that smoking them will kill them, and you don't even really have to necessarily peek. Yes, you could if they're planning, or like covering a door or a montane. Like it's really you can't really go wrong with playing smoke, other than if you're bad your loadout. And if you're playing Finca and you boost, you will be breathing. Oh shit! You will be breathing in a whole lot more smoke, so you'll be taking more damage. And I don't know if you take more damage, but you'll die sooner. You'll be taking more damage over time, or in less time. Sorry. Alright, so mute. His thing is probably only the fact that if you just place it down wrong. If you, let's say you're playing house and you're playing upstairs, the best way to do it is to put it a few inches back from the corner of the stairs and then plant it right there. So that no Twitch drone can get it or hit it. That's the best way. Now, once it's over and done with, like that drone phase, it's kind of like all game for someone to shoot it, because there's many people moving, and people need to fucking kick the shit out the way, basically. As well, on certain maps, there are ways to get around it, of course, as in the fact that you can jump on top of the railings and then jump on top of the ledges sometimes, depending on the maps, though. Only on certain maps. I do it all the time. Now, castle. Let me, I had an idea of reworking him a while ago, let me just go ahead and say who can fucking, his counters. Sledge, let me see, does he, Thatcher, fuck, Ash, Thermite, Twitch if she has one, okay, anyone that can blow a hole in the wall, anyone that can destroy a hole, anyone that has grenades, anyone with explosives, basically almost everyone. There's probably like 5 fucking people in this bitch that don't. Let me. Okay, charge. Okay, so there's 3. Could still be wrong. I could be wrong about that. Montaigne, Jackal, and Buck. Everyone else can counter Castle. Everyone. I didn't even think about that. That makes him the most useless operator. Even worse than Warden. Because Warden, his counter is not really much. It's just that fact that no one really gives a shit. Honestly, like you he hides from a flashing see-through smokes. I mean, it's good. That's a good thing he has. No one uses it, and he's not any other thing than that. It's kind of useless for him. But what I'm saying, like, almost everyone can have flashes or smokes. Like half the team can probably have that. And then Warden can counter half of that. That's what makes him good. Castle, on the other hand, he legit can't he can be stopped by every single person, even himself. As in the fact you can hit it, everyone. But if we're talking about on the defending or the attacker team, it's just about what's the quickest way. Now, the quickest way would be Sludge and just straight up hitting it, or Ash or Sophia, something like that, like quick explosives, or a grenade, or a breach charge, or the new thermite charges. You know what I'm saying? Or also the hard breaching charges, Ace including. And I think Callie, she has grenades now, but or maybe Ben had grenades. Well, I think she can shoot it. They might need to work on that because that's kind of bullshit if you think about it. They need to make it where they need to do something with that because that is kind of ridiculous. That Castle can be counted by he can be counted by everyone regardless of what anything, but he gets counted. I think they need to change that. They do need to change that. Pulse, only way to counter him really is just staying far away and countering him on whenever he is on his cardiac scanner. Whenever he's scanning, if you're normally what they do is, they'll be like, oh, let me just stay in the room. They walk out in the hallway, and it can only see up to 9 meters if I'm correct. And so you're just going to wait 10 meters away, wait for him to pop around the corner, and you'll pop him in his head. Like that. Simple as that. Now, on the other hand, IQ, she can track that whenever he has that out. As in for anyone that has a phone at all, and also other drones, IQ can track those. So watch out for that. Any electronic device you have will be seen by IQ. And there's talk about her getting a buff as well. A really good one. I like that. Now, Doc, when we're talking about the gadgets, there's no con to, Doc's stim pistol, really. It's just the fact that, well, I guess if you die sooner, if you're the first one to die, you don't bring anything to the team. Like, your gadget is based on your team taking damage or team needing a revive. Stuff like that. Same with Rook. Once you place your armor down, who grabs it, that's on them. They grabbed it, so that's where you come into play. Now, you're already a big boy playing Rook. He's probably one of my favorite defenders to use. Well, it's just the MP5, and now with the new scope, I like it a lot. And I don't really see a counter to him because he has the mobility that you can get around with the impacts. That's just off of my preference, though. And all these are about my preferences. I didn't even unlock the phone, the fuck. But, back to this. It's just that. You have your armor, you set it down. If your team picks it up, they got it. You supported the team. Now, let's say someone doesn't pick it up. That's a con for two things. One, your team doesn't have that extra armor. And two, the other team can pick it up. That is a bad thing, That is very bad. Capcan. Thing about you is you have to legit place 5 around the map. Anywhere that has a door or a window, you can place it. On the doors at least, you can place it midway or you can place it low. So technically, however many doors and windows there is, you have times 2, times by the door. And you have to decide on whether to put it up or down. And majority of the time it is down, but some people do put it up for the fact that most people will look down, not up. And that's smart. At the same time, it's just that some people don't think about it. You got to think about how you're going to play them. You got to think about what you're going to do with Capcan, because you do have a time limit, and with this new thing came in where your team has 10 reinforcements, it is good for the fact that Capcan does not need to reinforce. He can go out and do what he needs to do, get the business done. He has to do that within a minute, 45 seconds, however long it is. Now the King, the Lord and Savior. The counter to you is anything that has a line of sight on you that you don't. You are standing in one position, and if, let's say, um, you can only go, I think, about, if I'm doing it, like maybe, like, if 100 degrees left and right, you know what I mean? Like, you're stationed in one area and you can only go so far. Like, out of a circle, you can only go around like a maybe 120-ish. I'll give you maybe 120-ish angle back and forth and up and down. You can go up and down, of course, but that's it. And so if you, let's say you're looking far left, you are going to be, your arm and shit is going to be poked out. You got to think about the angles and everything, about what you can see by, about lines of sight. So you can be seen. You are left very vulnerable. Your shield, yes, but it takes about like 5 shots and it's destroyed. Oh shit. Jaeger. There's not really much to go up against Jaeger, other than the fact that if someone has, what's it called? I guess Fuse would be the only one. Fuse. For the fact that if you shoot a fuse, if you do a cluster charge, because some Jaegers, they put two next to each other for that fact of anything going through. If you use a cluster charge, it's going to get rid of it. I really do think there's like 6 or 8 in the cluster charge. I could be 100% wrong. But for that, yeah, I think it would be. And then last but not least, for the defending team, it is Bandit. Now, Bandit, Jaeger, Bandit, Rook, Smoke, and then a variety of, whoever else you want for the year one. I'm sorry, would be the pro team for the fact that they all help each other. Like, they go co in hand. Now for Bandit, what I'm trying to relate this back to is the fact that someone throws a grenade in, Jaeger most likely got it covered because it's going to get rid of that. And you only get 2 grenades. So if the attacking team only has one person with the grenades on it, bye bye grenades. Now, Twitch as well. Twitch, you can come in and easily get rid of it. That's why you could bring a mute. It get rid of it. It would stop it from happening. Or bring a Mozzie. I know I wasn't trying to bring in but anyone but year ones for this moment, but that's where that would come into play. The thing about, you can shoot it, you can do anything really, grenades, anything to destroy it. It's simple to destroy. It's just the fact that it's hidden on the other side of a metal wall. Anyone can get through it if you use angles or anything like that. But if we're talking about just destroying it with the grenades or anything like that, most likely you have someone on your team to just stop that from happening. Simple as that. So that's what this tutorial is today. And this is a tutorial of 1 through 10, and this one is learning about ops. And this is just really the cons. I gave a little bit of pros. If you can kind of tell, if you look at one team and then go back another team, I can go through each individual operator, and I can do that. I have to do a little bit more info for myself, of course. I haven't learned everything about this game still. There's a lot to learn. It's indefinite for me to learn. I could probably learn it if I did each day learning about an operator. I could probably do that. Like, learn about it in the morning, write up a little report on them. I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that. Never mind. I'm not in school. I ain't doing that shit. But that's basically what I could do, of course. As in, I could do a report on everyone. And I know there's other been videos and everyone else has been doing them. But the way it is for me, I will do it off of demand if my friend says so. Not demand, but, or I guess it will be demand. If my friend says he would like that, I would be like, alright, that's just someone that will, and someone else that does enjoys my content. You know what I mean? And this might be a little longer video, and I'm sorry about that, but I hope you guys have a nice day, and I am in the works of working on an outro. This shit's very fucking hard. Ever since my Elgato fucked up, I haven't really been wanting to fucking deal with shit. So So thank you guys for watching the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys have a nice day.